But here's my thought. Let's see where this rabbit hole of Charlie Brown ads. We're seeing right here the Ford Falcon, which was boasting its immense 30 miles to a gallon. Where was that? 30 miles per gallon. Choice of the 4,000 mile oil change, which for the time was high. Low price. Wait, actually, does it say how low of a price it went for? Okay, but what? This is a little weird to sing a birthday song to a car. I mean, I don't know. Back then, they were also probably they made less cars, so they wanted to more boot. They didn't have as many variety, so they wanted to boost up sales for this one. So that makes sense actually. But let's see. Oh, looks like there's a bunch more. No, stupid thing. Oh, oops. That was not what I meant to do. They do. You're right. You're right. They do. They sound like they're the same. They might actually be the same actors. I mean, considering they are supposed to be the children, or they are children, I guess. It would make sense that they use the same actors. But one thing that's already breaking the canon of Charlie Brown is the fact that there are adults talking with them. Ow, here. As we all know, they were just foghorns in the comics and in the TV shows and specials and all that. All right, so let's see. What do we get? What do we get here? So we got the Ford Falcon. First animation. Wait, the very first animation was for Ford? Oh, the interesting world of Peanuts ads. Oh, here's a playlist. You just opened up the door, bro. Pretty sure they're gonna come in. Oh.
Not bad at all. But you forgot to mention all the other things the 62 Falcons have got. For instance, they've got savings. They've got beauty.
Actually, yeah, it doesn't look too bad for a car. I mean, I much prefer my Mazda CX-9, but it's not a bad looking car. Not a bad looking car.
They've got comfort.
Isn't that the exact same car just turned around?
Thank you for letting us come.
Not at all. I must say I really enjoyed it. And you'll enjoy more from the car America loves most, the 62 Falcon, at your Ford dealers now.
Wow, it just feels weird, dude, to see ads from the 60s. Like, now it's been about 80 years. Nope, 60 years. Holy crap, it's been 60 years since we've been in the 60s. Just to see how different cars are and see how different Charlie Brown is and how he's just advertising cars. The guy can barely walk right, yet he's promoting a vehicle for Ford. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. I definitely will make my decisions for buying the Ford Falcon from Charlie Brown because he's a small child. And that's what small childs are known for, being able to tell you what car is best. What type of world was the 60s?
And now, the characters from the comic strip Peanuts.
This new Falcon Sports Tutor is just not for you, Charlie Brown. It's one of the lively ones from Ford. The lively ones?
Oh, yes. They're extra special cars.
He was driving off screen.
Just look at that huge...
Yeah. Dude, Charlie Brown and the gang were whipping it up in the Ford Falcon every single Saturday night. I mean, obviously right here Linus is dissuading Charlie Brown from buying a car by telling him about why it's not for him. But they're using it as an ad to tell the audience to buy this car, I'm assuming. Unless they don't want you to buy this car anymore.
And these special bucket seats. This big personal console. And beautiful wall-to-wall carpeting. I'm afraid all this would be absolutely wasted on anyone but a genuine lively one.
Oh. But how can you tell if the person is a genuine lively one?
Dang. What okay, this is just a critique of Charlie Brown, but I could never get over the fact that the main character seems to always get belittled and rattled on. Like, the guy's possibly going through cancer, and he just always gets belittled, insulted, abused. Why? Were the 60s just that different that the main character had to constantly get belittled like that? And, like, isn't Linus supposed to be a small child, like a baby? Isn't he supposed to be like 5? Wait, how old is Charlie Brown? It's probably gonna say... Wait. Yes, the very first Charlie Brown comic. Oh, here comes old Charlie Brown. Good old Charlie Brown. Yes, sir. Good old Charlie Brown. Now I hate him. What's the punchline? That there's this small kid that just came waltzing by and then gets insulted? Wait. Charlie Brown states in the strip from November 3rd, 1950, he's only 4 years old. And then by 1979 he was 8 years old. Wait. He aged a total of 4 years in 50, 60, 70, 3 decades, he aged only 4 years. Okay, that's solid math. I get by it. It's at least 2. So he's about 8. Oh, yeah, the kite-eating tree. Classic. Wait. He never successfully kicked a football. That sucks. Oh, he does kick it in a 1981 TV special. When he was invisible, so no one knows that he actually kicked it. They finally give him his comeuppance, but he's like, nah, you know what? Only you will know. You'll take this to your grave. Oh yeah, Peppermint Patty called him Chuck. Honestly, it's better than Charlie or Charles, in my opinion. How old is Linus? I want to see. Is Linus also... True personality... Hope... Wait, so he went between... not being able to move to crawling to walking, blanket, and then he went back to crawling again. So Linus wore glasses, but then by the middle of the year, by the middle of the same year, the author decided to just get rid of them. Gotcha. I mean, no one can argue, chat, nobody can argue with Snoopy. Snoopy is the de facto Peanuts character. I will die on a grave. Or I will die on my grave with that thought.
Oh, that's easy. By the way they live, the way they think.
See? This is exactly...
If you are
Look at that.
a lively one, live it up with a lively one from Ford at your Ford dealer.
Snoopy is just so goated. He's what we would consider a Sigma or a Giga in today's culture, you know, chat?
Comic strip, Peanuts.
This is a palm tree. It's called that.
No duh. No duh. I just saw the guy created out of thin air. I will die on a grave. I don't know if I want that quoted to me, honestly, dude. Honestly, I don't know if I want that quote to go with me for the rest of my life. I will die on a grave, not in a grave. Actually, dying in a grave probably doesn't sound much better either.
That's because you can fit the palm of your hand around it. Really? And this is a Falcon. It's America's lowest priced six-passenger car. Now, some people think Falcon is called lowest price just because it costs less. But the real reason it's called lowest price is that Ford puts the price stickers on 282 feet below sea level in Death Valley. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you tell him, Charlie. Lucy is ridiculous here because we all know it's because they paid the lowest bottom dollar for those materials to make that. And they actually have a huge market up, like they huge markup for the actual vehicle. Obviously, everyone knows that, right, chat? Everyone knows that. That's how this all works.
The only reason Falcon is called lowest price is simply because it is America's lowest price six-passenger car. You're right, Charlie Brown.
test drive a Falcon at your Ford dealers right now.
Actually, on that note, test drive. Could I have, as a 4-year-old or 8-year-old child, shown up and gotten a test drive? Could I have test driven it? Oh. Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know.
All the characters from the comic strip Peanuts.
They've done it. They've done it. Done what?
Why does each ad start with them being
1 million Falcons.
drawn into existence?
Right. That still leaves 45 million families who don't own Falcons. I never thought about that. That's your trouble. You never think things through. But 1 million Falcons is twice as many cars as most other compacts have sold. Twice schmice. That's not the point. Just look at
Dude, there's always punches thrown. Linus just always like stands there like a dope.
Fear of Sports will only sell 1 million Falcons. So I think you ought to go out and do something for the families who don't own Falcons. I'm going. Doing good always gives me a deep feeling of satisfaction.
You're a terrible person. You're a terrible person. Let's see. What's this first Peanuts first animation? Okay. It also says it's for Ford.
And now, from the popular comic strip Peanuts, here are Charlie Brown and his friends.
Well, thank you, Charlie Brown.
Wait.
Charlie Brown. What's the occasion? Has Charlie Brown had another baby sister? No. Ford has new economy twins. So he's passing out chocolate cigars to everyone. Everyone? Yes, everyone.
The first Charlie Brown animation was Charlie Brown giving his friends chocolate cigars. What? Ow, my ears. Okay, folks, revolutionary thought. I mean, I do understand that it was different times, but I didn't realize they were that baller. Oh my goodness. I could they didn't really, up until I would say even the 80s. Actually, no, not even then. No, people didn't really understand how dangerous cigarettes were. So cigars just seemed like, the natural thing to give a small child of 4 years of age. Who gave them the cigars? No clue. All we know is Charlie has a dealer. See, these are some of the things that people don't necessarily think about, and I tend to forget about, I would say, is that while the maturity of like the TV shows and the topics that people talked about and were considered taboo or less like, hey, we need to restrict this, it was a lot different than what we consider now. There's a lot of things now that that aren't necessarily considered like taboo that you shouldn't see, or like that shouldn't be shown to kids, that was just so normal. Like, I know the Flintstones were another one. The Flintstones had ads where they would go from the normal Flintstones like Saturday morning cartoon to the Flintstones promoting cigarettes. They pull out a pack and just whip it open, start a light. Oh yeah, that's some. No, that never happens when you take a cigarette. It's always like take it from experience. But we never really think about that for ads. That, oh yeah, there was a period where anything went because we didn't either understand or think any better of it, or we didn't fully know what was healthy or not, like cigarettes. Just like when Calvin's mom let Calvin smoke one of his grandpa's cigs. That one wasn't. That was also a lot later than this. Like these ads were in the '60s. That Calvin and Hobbes strip was from the '90s. So there was a good amount of time in between. But even with that one, it's kind of played up for. Actually, I don't know if he was even trying to make a statement with it. He was just making a point that cigarettes generally don't feel good, especially when you first start them, unless you. I mean, I think some people do like them to start, but I don't fully know what the whole ordeal was with that comic. Maybe just playing up the fact that he tried to huff a pack and he's just dying now. He's like, I'm never doing it again. Cut to 20 years later, he's a serial smoker, has 3 lung replacements, and needs a 4th on the way. That's the unknown lore of Calvin and Hobbes. He dies of smoking. And also Hobbes is fake, but sorry to ruin it for you. Let's see, so that's the first animation. Let's see. It looks like there are a few different videos talking about the interesting world of... Oh, wait, no. Oh, it's just like 1 or 2 videos that are talking about the world of peanut marketing. Here's a compilation of MetLife commercials.
Look, the world-famous Metropolitan Life representative is playing charades. First word, first syllable. Ray, ocean, sea.
Oh, that audio is throwing me off.
First word, second syllable.
It's only going through my right earbud. I don't know how it is for you guys.
Second word, three, two. Ah, doglet. I got it. Season's greetings from MetLife.
Oh, they were
Sure,
playing...
you're smiling now because I'm going to.
Wait, what's that game called? Airplane, or what's the other name? I don't remember. Oh, this is the same guy that uploaded the other one. Let's open up his channel.
Buy insurance from Metropolitan. But where will you be if I need you? Can I trust an insurance representative with floppy ears? I know. Met promises to pay claims promptly. If this doesn't work, watch out. Ah! All right, Matt. You made your point. Get...
Okay. Obviously, we all know what happened here. They're running a scam. It's a sham. Don't believe them. MetLife obviously went to them, offered this great thing, and then to prove their point for this particular incident and for you to buy it, they then went and burned down her place of operation and gave it out because we can afford 1 or 2 times, doing an ad break for this, especially for a big celebrity. But no, as soon as it gets to the little man, it doesn't matter. Oh, oopsie. Sorry. Small. Oh, you burned down your entire building? Oh, that's such a shame. Your insurance doesn't cover that, though, because you didn't pay. Or you have this one tiny thing that's wrong, like that. Anyways, it's all a sham. Don't trust insurance, kids.
Matt, it pays.
No, I'm
Charlie Brown.
Not again.
Not to worry, Charlie Brown. I'm simply making a point for MetLife. The point is, don't
You're-
trust anyone who doesn't spell out what you're getting up front, like a MetLife representative does.
what now?
Get Met, it pays.
Huh.
Why is the world famous Met
Metropolitan Life representative weighing and measuring us. MetLife has always been concerned about health. I didn't know that. For years now, MetLife has published useful tables showing the best weight for your height, and they've set aside $4 million for a program to expand health education in schools. I didn't know MetLife was that concerned about health. Get Met. It pays.
Okay. So, isn't MetLife also a huge contributor to the Thanksgiving Day Parade? Yo, Fez, what's up, dude? I haven't seen you in ages. How you been?
Brief word of advice from a security expert. Your insurance policy should fit you, not another guy. I don't want too much coverage, so MetLife tailors their policies to fit people's needs. MetLife suits me.
Get it? Get it? It's a pun. They're just making another pun joke. It's a dad pun, chat. It's a dad pun. They think we're idiots. They think we can't see a joke. I mean, there's the argument to say that as soon as you point out the pun, it becomes a dad joke, because puns can exist before they're a dad joke. But my goodness, man. Sometimes I just... Oh.
It pays.
How many... Wait a second. Each of these ads are about 20 to 30 seconds.
I never realized life was so full of hazards.
That's why there's a company like Metropolitan. Because sometimes things do get out of control.
Hey!
That's why millions of Canadians look to Met to help them plan for the future. That's why you should get Met.
It pays.
Okay, so each ad is about 30 seconds. So how many... There's 20 minutes of ads. I know there's the... Oh, wait. Most replayed? I know there's the meme of the YouTube walkthrough, gaming walkthrough of The Walking Dead, where it's quite literally just ads. The guy put in as many ads he could into the video. And there's a comment saying, hey, I think there's a video in your ads. But this video is quite literally ads. Pawned off as a YouTube video. It's also a compilation. Oh my goodness. We're reaching sites and levels of Inception we've never seen before.
If I can't count on a big pension, if I want to stay in the house where my kids grew up, if my money has to last and last, MetLife has been protecting retirements for over 100 years. We can ease your transition from work to retirement by helping you create your personal safety net, so you're taken care of. Call on our expertise to get guarantees for the if in life. After all, we're MetLife.
Wait. That was the most replayed section. But that entire...
Sideline from work. Ensuring your family's ifs can be hard to figure out. So MetLife removes the guesswork. By packaging the insurances families need most, term life and disability, we've created a comfortable safety net that's filled with promises and bursting with guarantees.
Okay, so they have
For
the...
if in life. Call for this
There's the
surprisingly
Peanuts.
affordable insurance package from MetLife.
If has always been a part of
Donkey? Donkey!
your working life, but as you plan for retirement, you face
Okay, so the quite literally the only things about that make this Peanuts is Snoopy in the beginning and end of the ad. They're really getting lazy with the promotions, but it's also probably from a different time. Like those ads probably first started in the 70s, so it might have changed the rules of advertising. Though that's not necessary. It's also changed more so with ads now, where you have a mascot that you then spin up into this own character for the ads, like Jake from State Farm, the M&Ms from M&Ms, the tiger from the Cheetos, the tiger from the cereal. There's so many mascots that we have now. Maybe back in the day it was more so, hey, get this popular property to be a advert. That would make sense, actually. Wait, there are some live action ones too?
No matter who you are, no matter where you're from, every family everywhere should have the financial security they need. Not just the ones who can figure it out. Not just the most fortunate. Everyone. MetLife. I can do this.
So, let me show you around our improved call center.
So MetLife has rights, or they at least bought a license for all those different characters for this video, for this ad. Wow.
It used to take weeks or months to get life insurance. Now people can buy a term life policy in a single phone call.
That should do it. Congratulations, ma'am. I just completed your new policy. Now, please enjoy this hold music, performed by the world's cutest, sweetest, cutest musician ever. Did I mention he's cute?
She's not supposed to do that.
She's not supposed to do that.
Call 1-888-MetLife.
That's funny. I think I've seen that one before. I swear I've seen that like at a Super Bowl or something. So it looks like they had... Let's see. Thought I'd collect all the Peanuts MetLife commercials I could find into one big compilation. Huge thank you to Warpath Extreme and to everyone who digged for commercials. Without his 2 videos compiling the 80s and 90s commercials, it would have been much more tedious for me to make this video. I hate that joke. The golden age of MetLife advertising when the Peanuts gang were in it. Cute and entertaining. It's manipulative. That's what it is, bro. It's always manipulative. That's true. There were none. Huh. Wait, is this the
Brighten
last?
our lives, ensure their employees' lives.
They choose MetLife.
Everyone should have insurance this good. Take the first step at youtube.com/MetLife.
Oh, I've seen this one before. I've seen this one. That does actually feel very fitting. I don't know, something about the national anthem with the Peanuts gang. Feels very fitting. Also kind of just makes me think about how Peanuts, the comic, has ended, and the airing of the specials every year has ended because Apple bought the rights, so now it's on Apple TV. And that a big part of, like, I used to read the comics. Like, I would get compilations from the library, read that and Garfield, Far Life, or The Far Side, Calvin and Hobbes, all those comics. And, you know, there's plenty more comics out there, but it's going to be a moment where Charlie Brown fades. And for myself, that's still very relevant to me because Charlie Brown has been a part of my life. You know, I watching those specials every year on TV. You know, actually one of the few times I'd watch TV instead of watching Twitch, or as you're probably seeing this as a YouTube video. But makes you think that at a point these characters will that's very disrespectful for what I'm trying to say, but there will be a point where they disappear, and that kind of just dawned on me that we might be hitting that point now. That feels really weird to say. Feels very weird. Because my generation will remember, but will the next? Who knows? You know, I'm sure there are probably more commercials. I think I'm going to watch The Interesting World of Peanuts commercials by this guy. I watched this video. But for now, see ya.